This Storm Spirit's got to pop off. Bristleback needs to, like, not die for the entire game. It feels like here. As Tiger Earthshaker heading up top with Boxy Batrider. Quick for the mid Visage with his Blightstone already grabbed. Mickey and Insania, your Ember and Enchantress. As Cube and Skylark, the Tuscan Chen heading down bottom. Atlantic Storm with Spartan Cottle. And Focus, the Bristleback. We'll have the Chakra Magic behind him. We'll see how that pays off.
Top lane already adjusted in terms of item build. Boxy going for Magic Stick, Ring of Protection. Quills are physical damage, so Ring of Protection to keep him, you know, much more healthy in the laning stage. And of course, the Magic Stick. Same goes for Taiga. He also bought Magic Stick plus Sage Mask. That's a ton of mana regen. You really don't need any kind of mana regen for the rest of the game until you get the Blink Dagger.
It does mean the Earthshaker without boots, though, which is what we more commonly see. Even Insania Enchantress, no boots. Tusk does have them. Is it just the one hero? No, it's two. Both of the family team supports with that movement speed from boots, as top and bottom bounty runes being contested. Skylark going to force Mickey away. Ember Spirit still coming in here to try and steal it with a slight, but doesn't quite get it. Insania grabbed one a little bit deeper. Tag team there, doing a little bit of chip damage. No Orb of Venom, of course, so a quick enchant slow and back on the high ground. Insania just fine, and they get the 2-for-2 bounties. Oh, it's a goal! Beautiful shot from Cube, straight into the back of the net.
I have bunting for you.
What are we talking about, Gary? I was watching the top lane.
What are new little animations? You know, there's disco balls, there's things and stuff. You can make a football goal and kick it, and Cube scored.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so once Chen gets a creep, tag team will proc more often. No one blocked this one, the side camp. Insania dropping low, has a Fairy Fire to work with, needs to pop it.
First blood.
First blood.
Oopsie daisy.
But the earth has
Focus.
seen so
Level
much
1 dies top lane. Man, I zoned out there for a second. I was still watching bottom lane. That's my bad. Didn't expect the Bristleback to get taken down by Earthshaker and Batrider at level 1.
Yeah, you missed the first blood, Gary. Good thing about it is there's no second first blood, so you're not gonna miss that one.
Well, I didn't miss it. I caught the kill on the Chen down bottom lane. We definitely saw that one. Mickey with that Blightstone early on, and Insania grabbing up a creep. Already the pressure mounting. Family team not looking good in any of these lanes apart from mid, whereas Zantic is 8-2. Quick for farming very well with this Visage still. Getting some good CS under his tower. Already has his headdress as well, so he's going to keep himself sustained. And now Boxy's Batrider gets full solo experience top. Tiger going to drag the wave back to get himself to level 2.
Visage dominating mid lane. I never thought I'm gonna see that happen. Visage is such a weak laner. Like, Storm Spirit should be ahead in this matchup.
He really should. That's just the strength of Koikva. Tiger with boots up now, hitting level 2. Boxy's first Firefly gets him away from Spartan and Focus. As the new wave meeting behind the Dire Tier 1. Looks like Tiger here going to try and Fisher block this wave potentially. Just body block it with Boxy for now. Yeah, not wanting to hold the wave back too much, and the pull through.
Radiant
Spartan
courier has been killed.
Drags the wave in. And puts him in potential kill reach here. Level 2 sticky napalm. Something you do have to worry about, especially with no magic stick on Spartan. Earthshaker swinging in towards mid now. It is getting pinged out. They know Earthshaker's missing. And there's the chat wheel line from the Storm Spirit. This means that Ads is going to miss out on a few CS though. Quick for getting completely uncontested free farm.
I don't think you can kill Storm Spirit, but you can harass him. Rune is spawning in 15 seconds. There is already bottle on Storm, so you want to be able to at least deny that one if you don't want to pick it up.
And they're not contesting bottom rune. They're trying to get Boxy here. He's doubled up the wave, glyphing it now as the Tusk gets the tag team off. Illuminate onto Boxy, but a great Fisher. Keeping the bat alive, not quite long enough though.
I can't believe that.
Wave cleared out though. As Tiger Earthshaker swings into action. Where was that rune? Illusion rune for Koikfa, so now Visage Illusions in the mid lane. Another little drag into the creep wave, focus. 2 Radiant creep waves plus that large camp. Tiger just going to whack him around a little bit with Fishers and Enchants. And it's actually looking like Dire Team out farming across multiple lanes now, starting to pick things up. Bristleback 25-3 after that initial first blood. Storm just behind the Visage, but Chen at 20 and 12. Skylark with a beautiful start.
Your idol falls.
He's going for that earlier. Helm of the Dominator build, extra creeps, extra damage that you get from Holy Persuasion, plus Helm of the Dominator. One of the reasons why this hero is sometimes played in the offlane. And then you get the levels faster, which means that level 6 comes online. You will have 4 creeps plus Helm of the Dominator early on, and then you can start grouping around. Cube in a bit of trouble. By in a bit of trouble, I mean dead mid lane. But Xantic.
Oh, ball lightning over the Fisher. So close with the chain stunning there between Earthshaker and the Visage. And Boxy also died up top. 3 lanes with active pressure. Everyone getting involved and in the thick of things. We're only 6 minutes in. That mid tier 1 tower though, so very low already. Half HP. Quick for that Blightstone and the Familiars. Really quite a lot of structural damage as he's trying to deny out that regen rune. Make sure Spartan doesn't get it. And now with a Mud Golem. Pebble thrown in. Familiar stuns. Spartan blinding light back. Insania's final click. Not going to do the trick, but Tiger with the Fisher. There to secure it up. And now they can transition into a full tier 1 push. Actually, grab the kill on it, but a great shards. Cube still level 2. There's no snowball, so no stuns. TP out from Insania completes back to Fountain.
We didn't talk about Mickey. Mickey farming on the bottom lane. 25 CS. Once again, he's playing against a hero that can deny a lot of CS. Man, Chen is level 6 with Hand of God 6 minutes in. Helm of the Dominator on top of that. These 3 range creeps doing a ton of damage.
15 denies. Now he's got a catapult here. He's not bodyguarding it though. He's trying to go for the deny on it. 3 range creeps whacking away. And what are they? Like 40 damage each? It's pretty spooky. Remnant bottom. Ember Spirit going to return to lane in a second. And they're bringing Tiger Earthshaker here. Tranquils. Sage's Mask queuing up that blink, saving up money little by little. Well, Boxy, it looks like he's got bottle queued, but 1,000 gold saved up. There's the shift to the Boots of Travel. Queues that up straight off as Chen. Fisher, and being focused down. Skylark, not going to get chainsed up or anything here, as Mickey doesn't have the Sleight of Fist. And now with the shards onto Insania, Tiger with the 2-man enchant holds back the support of Family Team. But the tag team, it's slowing him down a fair amount. Remnant forward, there's the chains. Mickey back in again, Spartan. He's going to drop here. 1 more Sleight of Fist, and now onto Skylark. If Tiger can get another stun, he's got Fisher, and he lines it up. But the shards are beautiful, trapping them in between the Fisher and the shards. The Hand of God's going to heal them back up as Tiger needs to sprint away. But Cube and Skylark, this long-range damage. Range creeps from that high ground. Problems for Liquid.
Very long team fights, 8 minutes in. Like Chen healing them up, no one is dying. It's just that heroes don't have enough damage, especially like Keeper of the Light, who's replenishing mana on the hero. That's his job. Cube, oof, he's in trouble. 3 CS, level 2, 8 minutes in. Definitely needs to find some XP in this game for himself.
Oh, 4 CS now. He's got Tome queued up.
Bye.
Another minute and a half until that's there, though.
That's for me.
Focus on the bristleback, shoveling up bounty runes, phase boots, into what looks like Vanguard and Hood with a cloak in his backpack. And Cube getting sniped down bottom lane. Ember Spirit and Enchantress, level 2 impetus here on Insania. Tremendous amounts of damage. Looks like Mickey just going to be waiting for a bit of mana to TP. As mid lane, Focus trying to deal with these familiars. The Fisher doesn't block him on the Radiant side of the river. So Bristleback just walks him all the way off. Now this is opening a lot of space now for Ads in the jungle, farming up his treads. Clarity popped. Pretty happy just to be sat back in the pocket. As down bottom again, the shards. Well placed by Cube, catching Insania and Enchantress down, but the rotation comes in from Koikva. That's the Visage starting to really make things flow here for Liquid. Snowball, it's only going to delay the inevitable now. On to Koikva it goes. Spartans coming in with the Keeper of the Light. I don't know if they want to actually fight here. Bristleback is thinking about it. They keep the Tusk alive at the very least.
They brought the numbers, but on the top lane, Boxy just finished off his Boots of Travel and the Windlace. That means that he can TP and join a team fight when it's needed. Runes are spawning. Earthshaker will be picking up Arcane Runes. Also wants to have lane for himself. Getting some XP on the mid lane, just bought a Dome. The thing about Earthshaker in this meta is you don't need any kind of items. All you need is Tranquil Boots, Magic Stick, and you can rush to Blink Dagger. You have 3 TPs to start with. Maybe if neutral item drops something like Faded Brooch or Arcane Ring, you might keep it for yourself and you're gonna be good to go.
Trying to give him all the space in the world. There's that first rotation bottom into a Snap Smoke. Liquid coming into mid with Lasso still available. All they needed to kill that Chen was slight chains and a bit of damage from the Enchantress. Lasso connecting just before the blinding light, dragging Spartan onto the high ground. Not even worth popping his stick there. Taking down 2 of the Greeks already, and finally Liquid onto this tier 1 mid with a 10-minute catapult wave. Left and defended though. Focus going to put his body in the line of fire. Bristleback, very tanky and holding 10-1 charges, but they don't have a way of dealing with a catapult. Fisher being held here to try and secure that tower last hit, but Bristleback gets the deny because Tiger didn't want to throw it.
Box is still farming on the top lane, bottom lane being pressured by Mickey. I mean, it's not real damage coming out from Ember Spirit, it's about the catapult. Storm Spirit is still 0-0-0.
Yeah, he wants to get involved now. Zip onto Mickey with a snowball vortex. They chain stun him up. Mickey punched into the air and he'll finally drop. 4 hero rotation onto him. Never sustaining through that. But like you said, about half damage onto that tier 1 bottom. And family team, it feels like they're going to be forced to group up as 5 very, very soon. Well, that's going to open things up for Tiger, who is 400 gold away from Blink. Enchantress going for the Bracer build, tanking herself up. Koikva, what's that coming? Drums? Going for all the auras in the world. He could potentially chain stun people here with familiar drops and the Sentinel Stomp. All he needs is a little bit of help in terms of damage from someone like a Bat Rider.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And now it feels like Liquid want to try and get some stacks up on this urn for Mickey.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Liquid just playing the top part of the map. Koikwa pressuring the tower with the catapult wave. Catapult is not gonna die.
And family team.
Yeah, it's very important that Earthshaker gets a Blink Dagger. It's gonna be such a nice timing around the 13-minute mark. Full pipe on Bristleback, but no mana. Coddle can take care of that. So this pipe will keep them alive against Earthshaker combo, against Soul Assumption, which is only level 1, so not that great, but also against Bat Rider.
And we spot Koikva's little familiars coming in.
Radiant
scanning. Scouting out family team's maneuver. Storm's still being given free farm time back in the jungle. And Xantec still pretty happy there with Kaya moving into Orchid now. Level 11 Storm. Taking down the Ancients pretty quickly. Things slowed down. 9-5 in that early portion of the game. And now both teams looking for that opening, which will be Insania down bottom. Centaur stomp as he steals the Centaur, then grabbed back by Skylark. And the Blink Echo. Tiger's in there with a 2-man hit. The Fisher landing onto 3. The Slight Chains connecting as well, but the Will-O-Wisp down from Kotl. Tiger's going to fall, and there's no additional retribution from Liquid, as the Fireflying Batrider still looking for a grab. Cube with the shards and the push back of the Blinding Light, keeping Tusk alive for a little longer than expected. Now the ball lightning in from Storm. Lasso does nothing. Dodges the Soul Assumption. Remnant's forward with another Chains. Liquid struggling here to bring down Bristle or Storm Spirit, and Mickey, he's got a Sleight of Fist, but he's got nothing left on top of it. Remnants just came off cooldown. 13 one charges already now. Family team with this big group up, playing into Team Liquid's timing and finding kill after kill.
Taiga went in way too soon. It's level 1 Echo Slam, and they saw him. They saw him approaching. Bristleback popped that pipe, which means they're not gonna take any damage, and there was no real follow-up. So this is where Family team's lineup is very strong. They're grouping around Chen. They have Helm of the Dominator, Hand of God. Bristleback's also extremely tanky, going for Crimson Guard, which I really like. This is the correct item build to go for. Against Visage and Familiars, you just want to tank up, so a lot of the damage will be mitigated.
Liquid still hitting their items even after a team fight loss down there. Blink on Batrider, Medallion Visage now. As Family team can't really convert that little win into anything bigger. And it feels like map control still Liquid with this Tier 1 mid still standing and Boxy shoving out top lane. There's a lot to maintain here as Family team need to get out across the map again, reset all of these lanes. And that's where Liquid, you mentioned in the draft very clearly, not reliant on any cooldowns. With Hand of God and Will-O-Wisp down, in comes Liquid, finding a catch onto Chen, Skylark falling, and they can keep on going. Top lane though, Boxy does drop, isolated by the Storm and the Tusk.
So Visage Birds are now level 2. Attack damage going from 20 to 40, which is kind of a big deal.
You could call it that. Bristleback with a DD rune. Dispelled off by Insania. And here come the stuns. Good Blinding Light push back, and a Will-O-Wisp expended by Spartan. Tiger, Fisher blocking. He doesn't get his blink off in time, and he's trapped in the shard. Snowball tag team with the Walrus Punch. Going for stunning with Familiars now, but it's all too little too late.
Not really sure they needed that Will-O-Wisp. Bristleback, they did not even scratch him. Even if they isolate him, I still don't think this hero would die. Really,
is under attack.
they don't have the answer for BB right now. They need to focus to rest and deal with Bristleback once it's done. He's going for S and Y next. More move speed, more damage. HP regen. Amplification for himself, and then he can easily upgrade that into Basher, full Abyssal Blade. They're a bit limited on the lockdown, so I would love to see that item picked up a bit earlier.
And you always love status resistance. Yeah, they're still going to drag him back into the Firefly. And focus. They do bring him down, even with Vanguard Pipe. The Bristleback all alone, no one nearby to help him. You do like the S and Y up against Earthshaker, against all of the chain lockdown. And that Batrider lasso, but he doesn't have it yet. As top lane, the TP from the Batrider, going to keep this map wide open for Team Liquid. And Xantec Storm is closing in on Bloodstone. Almost hitting that 8,000 net worth mark.
Taiga thinking about Echo slamming all these
Dire's
units on
bottom
mid.
tower is under attack.
And Mickey, he's going for this. Skylark fished up, caught by the Ember Spirit. Running low on mana though, Mickey doesn't have any additional spells.
Dire's
Unless he
bottom
mangoes and
tower is
wands.
under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Skylark
attack.
makes his way back up onto the high ground. As Liquid sniping out a bit of an ancient stack, or not. Don't have the damage to do it. And Insania pushed back up into the waiting arms of Focus. Enchantress, what are you going to do here? Walk into Ancients, hopefully die to them, but the Vortex... Oh! He's killed himself to neutral creeps.
3 neutral items just dropped
Radiant
for
are
family
scanning.
team. Clumsy Net, Claw, and Dragon's... Okay, Dragon Scale dropped for Team Liquid. Never mind. So who's going to keep that one? Dragon Scale is very good on Ember Spirit if he wants to keep it. Like, he applies
Dire
that
are
buff
scanning.
or debuff on everyone with Slight.
Yeah, very good. What's he got right now? Poor Man Shield. Mickey holding on to that for now. Tiger just keeping the Dragon Scale, it looks like. There's a Ring of Aquila dropping for the Visage. Still holding on to that Grove Bow, so the Ring of Aquila goes onto Ember Spirit now. I'm just waiting to see where Philosopher's Stone actually ends up. It doesn't look like Liquid actually want to use it.
You should give it to Earthshaker. Like, he doesn't hit anyone, and Enchantress actually deals damage, so she does not want to have minus 35. Earthshaker usually struggles to go from level 10 to level 11 and 12. Also, that got increased in the 2 patches or 3 patches ago. One of the reasons why is Earthshaker plays from Fog. Once he gets a Blink Dagger, then you do not want to be showing up on the lanes.
Insania dodging shards, sprinting away from Snowball thanks to drums. And Focus and Cube unable to close the gap fast enough, and now the rest of Liquid, they come in, grabbing Skylark, trying to take down the Chen and the dunk in the back. The Will-O-Wisp comes out, but Liquid, they've already spent their big team fight ulti, and they only get the kill on Chen. So Insania going to fall, 2-for-1 exchange. Yes, the Skylark Chen bought back.
Roach for family team, they know there's no lasso, there's no Echo Slam. It is also level 1 Echo Slam. Man, he melts.
Spartan annihilated. Still a Roshan attempt, like you're saying. Adds Focus, Skylark, Cube, all surrounding the pit. No buyback, and Enchantress Earthshaker alive in about 5 seconds. Boxy thinking about this Firefly and jump in, but the Storm Spirit catches a glimpse of the bat. Ghost Scepter up, Boxy still alive, Flame Break back, and the Ad Storm blown up by the Visage. Chain stunned by the Familiars, and the Soul Scepter does so much damage. Now Spirit Vessel forward onto Bristleback. Really ripping through him as that Vanguard Pipe do nothing against Liquid, who come in 5 heroes strong.
Visage, man, this hero is very hard to read how much damage he can deal. He had Alpha Wolf, which increases damage of the bird. Same goes for Helm of the Dominator. So they were hitting like 100 plus 7 times per second.
I left my hoof prints in.
They actually attack 5 times per second. I'm not even kidding. 0.21.
Very
Roshan
quick.
has fallen
And
to
there's
the
Aegis. Looks like Mika is going to be the one to grab it. Koikfus says, nah, I'm tanky enough as it is. 2000 HP as a snowball back to creep wave. Cube sitting at 600 health, going to be chased down. Sticky Napalm up to 5 stacks now. Flame Break. Does a lot of damage, and that one charge not really going to do the trick to save you. So a nice little turn there by Team Liquid, as it looked like potentially Family Team were going to be able to grab that Roshan for themselves, as Echo Slam being used again very aggressively by Tiger. He just wants to jump in, find 1 or 2 targets, try and spend all of his spells as quickly as possible. It feels like he's got to be a little more delicate in how he jumps.
You know, the Chen will have a lot of creeps around him, try to go for that. It doesn't necessarily need to hit like multiple heroes, but if you can delete Chen creeps with 1 Echo Slam, it's still worth it. Just completely remove him from the game. Or if you get a good jump on Storm Spirit, they
Radiant
have
structures
a
are
lot of
fortified.
follow-up. Just
Dire's top
Searing
tower
Chains
under
is
attack.
enough, or stun from 1 bird. And damage on the top lane, you can see birds
Dire's top
40
tower
plus
has
6,
fallen.
23.
They start shredding everything. And that boxy Ghost Scepter in the middle of that fight really paid off. Allowed him to get another round of spells out in that Roshan
Dire
area.
are scanning.
Centaur stumping up Tiger and Insania as they come in around behind the tier 2 mid. Dire scan. Not really worthwhile as Mickey just shows himself on the lane regardless. Boxy down bottom. Might get jumped by Cube and Ads. But he backs himself away before there's a chance of that. Now you're looking at a Maelstrom Ember Spirit who's going to start dishing out some serious damage in these fights with all those Chen creeps. And Tiger hiding away in the Shadow Amulet. Level 2 Echo Slam ready to jump.
Radiant are scanning.
Right, waiting for anyone to show.
Dire's middle tower
Boxy.
is under attack.
He's got the help of Tiger coming in. Looks like Boxy's baiting as Cube pops the tag teamer early. Chased down by the Bat Rider. He's dodging away from any kind of punch here. Sticky Napalm. Reducing that turn rate. Yeah, look at him. Cube has to turn 360 about 12 times just to get one hit in. And there's the Fisher helping Boxy snipe out the Tusk.
And now mid lane is getting pressured. Visage very close to finishing his Aghanim Scepter. That means one extra bird, one thing to care about. Storm Spirit. Yeah, he's switching to BKB. He definitely needs it. I saw Orchid, but he can easily be locked down. Also, just keeping Clumsiness for now. You do not want to use that item in a team fight. You will lock yourself. It's more about just having extra mana regen.
And it feels like we've kind of lost the Bristleback in this. He's got 12,500 net worth, still moving towards the SNY, but he's bought in a casual plate mail, so he wants Lotus Orb a little bit later on. But Focus just has, you know, Spirit Vessel put on him, and all of a sudden, all the items he's bought, all the tankiness he's got, straight down the drain.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chen also going for Lotus Orb. Mech Helm, 1,400 gold saved. Boxy can't find him, hiding in the trees, so he focuses on the creeps instead. And Chen TPing mid. Seems like Spartan's making the call to group up and potentially smoke down bottom. And making a backstab on Ember Spirit. Snowball chain stun. He's got a remnant to jump to here. It's a very difficult kill to grab. And there's the echo from Tiger. Beautifully placed. They've caught out 3 or 4, but it's only to buy space for that Ember Spirit to escape. Ember still fighting. Slight chains onto Spartan. Tiger, does he get another stun in here? He won't find the TPing out hero. And it looks like the backstab with the Fisher there. Catching with a lasso onto Cube and Spartan. 2 supports falling as family team. Double killed by Boxy.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, these are level 3 birds, and you have no cooldowns besides Echo Slam, so you can keep fighting all the time. And I don't think you care too much about not having Echo for the next fight. Also, there is Catapult, so they might actually continue that Hand of God saving Storm Spirit once again. He switched his item build once again, going for Orchid. He sees there's nothing on Ember Spirit, not a single defensive item. I guess that's why, but he needs to be careful about his positioning. Rax is gone.
They just lost the full lane of barracks, and that Storm Spirit who zipped into that tier 2 nearly got slight changed by Mickey. That was almost a super sick play by the Ember Spirit. And now Liquid taking down the melee Rax bottom after tier 3. Roshan fast spawn in 3 minutes. And still a tier 2 to grab mid. They're just going to hold this high ground for now. Wait for Mickey to return. And family team. Feels like they're juggling too many balls right now. They've got to catch Ember Spirit. They've got to scout Tiger's Earthshaker. They've got to stop the Visage from pushing and chain stunning you.
Is under attack.
That's not even thinking about what Boxy Bat Rider's doing, blinking into your backlines and finding lasso targets. And no reason for Liquid to give up this position. Keep pushing in towards mid, dragging waves across from bottom, so they are technically cutting waves to keep the pressure on. Family team grouping up, potentially to find Boxy. But Bat Rider's such an elusive hero. Ghost Scepter, Blink, Force Staff, Firefly. I just don't see a way that family team can move up here and find him without losing some really serious structural damage in their base.
Team Liquid right now is just controlling the bigger part of the map. Tier 3 items starting to drop. Craggy Coat. Okay, that's a decent item. Like, I just want to see who grabs it. I mean, you can give it to Bat Rider. That's a lot of armor.
Mickey, silenced up. There's the Orchid. And like you called, no defensive item, but he's got the defensive Fissure with the Echo Slam from Tiger. They've bought enough time again. Mickey, Remnant's almost at the high ground, but he does get found as the Will-O-Wisp dropped. Lasso there onto Ads, Lotus Orb to save him, as Skylark stands his ground inside the shards. Already one good pick-off here as Family Team converging towards Insania as Koik and Boxy both backing away. They're just going to have to give up the Enchantress here, it feels like, jumping the bat. The Vortex there, Ghost Scepter Full Staff, sliding away the drifting Bat Rider. He's blinked out. Buying time for the buyback from Mickey. Ember Spirit, he's going to get a 2-man chains. Has he got Spirit Vessel charges? He does. Lotus Orb early from Focus now, and the jump forward again. The Remnanting Ember finds Ads, low HP Storm Spirit, but Mickey's in trouble. He's being shredded. Ads is still up. Glimmercape by Spartan. They lose the Skylark Chen and their bottom range barracks. As Koikvet TPing away from the Bristleback now. Bat Rider on the retreat, so the dieback of Ember.
Mickey was thinking about buying back earlier, but he did not have Remnant placed, so he was waiting for them to go back into bad spot, decided to TP to the outpost. He definitely needs a defensive item for himself. The Storm Spirit really caught him off guard twice. I mean, I guess he can only catch you once. The second one is on you.
Well, that's the thing, you know, shame. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Mickey, dead for a long-ass time. 40 seconds still remaining as he's trying to get that Aghanim Scepter up and running.